All right, hello, welcome back. If you've seen another video, if you haven't, hi, welcome. All right, today we'll be going over Dom Trooper, the mobile suit who first debuted in the Second Battle of Orb, but is highly known from Gundam Seed Destiny, which is a lot of people's first starter Gundams.
Yeah, but if you're old like me and watched the very first Gundam series, you know it showed up in there first. So yeah, take pride in knowing that you know where this guy showed up.
Yeah. So going over his kit, he has an RPG where he shoots out rockets. I think it doesn't impact. It doesn't impact and an AoE damage, but if you get hit, it adds both of it together. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but I think that's how they do his ability or his gun or yeah, his rocket launcher. He has, as you can see, I'm throwing mines. Uh, so he can place up to 3 mines all at once, and then it like progressively comes back with 3 charges, I believe. He also has a laser, basically a laser pointer that does damage. I think it does like 400. It's pretty. Eh, his kit could be a little better, but I do like. If you like things that go boom, he's the person for you to play. That's for sure.
Yeah, like just like Sazvi, he needs to take out the clip and reload it. So during the reload animation, if you do anything else, you will have to restart that reload animation. So be careful.
Mhm. He also has his other ability of which he gives an overshield to his, like you just saw right there. It gives your allies overshield. It's
It deteriorates over time,
yeah.
so yeah, it's not like a permanent overshield.
I would say, out of everything, he's kind of in the middle of like a tank and a support kind of because he doesn't necessarily do a ton of damage, but he's someone that can hit almost everybody if they're bunched up just because of his rockets. If you can see in the bottom left, he has 1200 health, which makes him tankier
Tankier
than
than most
most.
mobile
Yeah, tankier
suits.
than most, a little bit more tankier than Turn A, but I think actually I would. He has Sazabi has the highest health. I think Guntank also has 14, so he's in like top four, top five for highest health in the game.
Yeah.
As you can see, I just used my ult. His ult also gives him overshield. I think it's like 300, 400. So it gives you a decent amount and able to make you live. His ult is a very good way to get in and try to knock people back, or a way to get out and you have that extra overshield in order to find like a health pack or something.
Yeah. He also only has like one boost, which kind of sucks in a way, but it is what it is.
Yeah, he's honestly he is a little underwhelming, but he is probably one of the most balanced because if they gave him any more damage with his rockets or his mines, I feel like he would be totally busted. Because I think his
Yeah,
mines do like through 250, 300 health. Just using your mine, and I think your mine also goes off and gives you a hit marker. So that also gives you time to see or remember where you can put your mines beforehand, and you can find out where your enemies are coming from. So with his mines, he's very much aware of like almost most of the areas that you would be able to get hit from. So just put a mine there. Just put one behind you, and if an enemy comes up behind you, boom, and then you'll be able to see where they're. You'll be able to know that they're coming up behind you. He's a very safe mobile suit to play, I would say. Like damage wise, he does a lot. Uh, he has a lot of utility skills. Overall, he is pretty good.
yeah. For his overhealth, like the overshield that he puts on his allies, he doesn't even need to go that far. Like as long as like the reticle highlights for you, like it highlights blue, you can just click it and it'll just shoot straight to them.
Oh yeah, and also because his rockets are AoE damage rather than impact damage, most of the damage will go around shield.
Yeah. Also, like the laser pointer, it actually does good collective damage as well. Like as you saw right there, it actually did eat through Sazabi's shield a good chunk.
Hmm.
And trust me, that shield is actually pretty hard to freaking eat through.
Yeah, no kidding. If he's like I said, he honestly is pretty much the tank killer or anything that's really big. He can Dom can immediately like capitalize on it and do a ton of damage.
Yeah, he's able to provide a lot of support fire and all that, which is good.
Hmm.
And like yeah, as you see, like they're starting to get like close. The enemies starting to get close to each other, and like each rocket's just hitting the wall. One of the few mobile suits that can actually do that, by the way.
Literally, he's just all zoning. That's what this guy is. If you like giving the opponents a really rough time, this guy is the person for you.
Yeah, that and also making your tank tankier while they're rushing in and you're providing support by it. Yeah,
Like,
Dom's a nightmare.
that was pretty good. I think he is probably the one mobile suit that you can pair with almost anybody, and but as a team, you two will be pretty unstoppable.
Yeah, and yeah, like his ulti, like good mobility, and like let's say your teammate needs like time to back up, but they're being chased. Just use your ulti on the guy that's chasing them, and you'll actually drag them back and giving your teammates time to recuperate.
Hmm. Dang.
Man, yeah,
Oh Jesus! I
like
just noticed there's four
yeah,
people. Especially if the group is, if they are all grouped up, that you literally do like 200, 300 each of them with each shot. It's so he's a oh my gosh, he's not someone to mess with. Like being honest, if you see a Dom, I would say pick him off pretty early or stay apart from your team, so you can hit from multiple sides rather than being together and bunched up and getting hit by his rockets multiple times.
yeah. Just remember, only one boost gauge, so be careful when you fully commit to a freaking like oh god, a Leroy move where you want the kill. Just just be careful,
Hmm.
because one dash and like if you waste a dash and you don't have ulti to bail out, you're pretty much stuck.
Yeah, that's the only
You
thing.
yeah. Even with 1200 life, he can like I guess like a 2v1 if they have like good positioning over you, you can get get demolished. But like if you set up and guide them to where like you place your mines, play smart, you can actually bait them in because they don't see the mines, and you can actually uh, just walk over them, and it won't trigger for you. The damage won't trigger on you, but it'll trigger on the enemies. So you can bait them into a mine.
Hmm. He's like I said, he's probably damage dealer wise without the brawlers. He probably does the most damage if you use him correctly compared to the other people. I guess using them correctly is kind of a loose term, but I would say he's probably the easiest one to pick up too, just because most of the time you just have to point and shoot, and you don't necessarily have to hit the enemies. You just have to hit around them.
Yeah, good good balance for support. I mean, yeah, like as you saw right there, just toss a nade directly on them. They all got hit, and then
Yeah.
just capitalize with some extra rockets.
Hmm.
Just getting melted, as you can see. The laser's melting as well,
Yeah.
and then like put Nova Shield on whoever needs to like rush in.
Yeah. It's like I said. He's if you need a push, if you need damage, he's probably the best one to use. Not to go in, but as a support and he and all the damage. I think he would play. He would probably be best. He's probably best in the middle of people if he can see a lot of people. Uh, and he has 1200 health, so he can still be used as a substitute tank where he just goes up and he just tanks yeah, he just tanks damage for people.
Yeah, pretty much just when you need a body block and rest somebody, he can take the damage. He can take the punishment, and after that he can just bail out once he has his dash or whatever.
Hmm.
Or like if your teammate is like down behind a corner, before you res them, toss some mines so the enemies have to be wary, and then just res them like that.
Yeah, he's like I said, survivability. He's pretty good. Um, zoning, pretty good. Damage, pretty good. Like on the entire scale, it might not necessarily be the best thing, but he has more than average in a lot of places, which is pretty good.
Yeah, pretty much. If you want to make things go boom, and you like zoning a lot, he's a good. He, he's like your best mobile suit pick.
Yeah. As you saw right there, I did damage to both of them. It's it's really really easy to do damage with this guy. Like I said, just point, shoot, and you're good. Even though I may not be doing the best, but
But you're saying like some good plays there. Support people with the stem, cover fire, keep moving with this guy.
his entire kit is just hit and hit hard, which
Yeah,
is
especially especially in a mission like this, since he has mines. Like since you have to place a bomb, you can just place mines and like in the spots where you know the enemies have to come by and just camp. You can camp with them and like get them drop on a lot of people.
literally, as you saw right there, he was melting that Sazabi and made him to like 1/3 of health with like 2 or 3 rockets.
Yeah, took us all to be a while.
Yeah, he's
Nah.
like we've been saying this whole time. He's really really good. I would say if you want to start, if you're really a DPS type of player, I'd say he's one of the people that you would want to pick up. And his ult lasts a pretty long time, as you saw there. I literally went back to hit that guy like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, the yellow bar on the ulti that you guys see is pretty much the over health bar that he has.
Hmm.
So before it starts taking away your health, it will take away that bar first if they're shooting you, and that's if they can shoot you.
Yeah, it's he may be a little bit bigger, but he okay, yeah, he does have a little bit bigger of a frame, so he is a little bit more at a disadvantage. But like I said before, hide behind your teammates a little bit. Be ready to tank when you need to. He's a very versatile. He's pretty versatile just because he has his stuff. Well,
Yeah, overall good mobile suit. So yeah, you like to point and shoot, then yeah, good mobile suit to pick up.
hmm well, all right.
For starters as well, yes, I would recommend this as a starter.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully that was informative, and then we'll see you in the next one.